everybody, it's Carla from Casey Creates, and I just want to say hello to everyone and thanks for stopping by to visit my channel, and thank you for subscribing. There's some new subscribers, and if you're watching, I just want to say hello and welcome, and thanks to all of my crafting friends that stop by and watch and always leave lovely comments. I appreciate you so much. And I really enjoy visiting with you and showing you what I've been up to. And many of you know I just started a new job, so I'm working every day now. So it's made it a little trickier to get videos up and to craft, but I had, again, a box of pieces and bits that I needed to put away from the Valentine hearts that I made. So as I was rumbling through it, the urge was really to craft. So I have created a junk journal that I've been anxious to come on and show you. So I have my cup of tea here. I'm still getting over my cold, though it is much better. And thank you for all your kind well wishes. But my ears are a little plugged, so if I'm talking quiet or loud, I'm not quite sure. So it's chilly here today. It's only been in the 40s all day, which is cool for us, but I actually like that weather. So here's the journal, and this is the back. Now it's rather eclectic in that it has some of everything: color and lace and paper, and I did have some of the embellishments already created, which helped me make it come together a little more quickly. Let me show you this first. I had a paper pad that I bought a long time ago. I think from AliExpress. They call it gift wrap, but I've been using it for journals and paper crafting, and I just love these prints. And I noticed that they still sell this paper pad, so I think I may have shown you the different pages in a video a while back, but I was happy to find this one going through my paper stack, and decided to use this for my cover because I love when there's pink and green, especially with brown. So this has like a chocolate brown background. It doesn't look like it's showing up real well, that's why I'm telling you the colors. But anyway, this is the paper pad if you're interested, and I found it on AliExpress. So without further ado, it goes like this, and actually created this out of a Starbucks little shopping bag, and the handles were here, and it folds up. Oh, and so there's the paper, and then there's lace trim, and this is sari silk that was in Happy Mail from my lovely friend and one of my biggest inspirations, Ruby, over at Little Books. I'm trying to fix this. I have a little bulb pin here with the little hand made with love, and then there's a little acrylic rose. So that's the back, and this is the front. And again, this is, let me see if I can tip this up a little bit more. There we go. So I used some kind of decorative burlap trim, which is sort of scalloped, for the handle, so you can kind of carry it like a tote. And then I like to mix burlap, so the spine is a layer of burlap and then a strip of burlap that's mounted on some pretty pink scalloped lace, if you can see that. And then I have a little pink burlap flower, and it came this way with a little wooden bead in the middle. So, like I said, I'm still getting over my cold, so I hope my voice holds out. Excuse me, I'm going to just have a little drink. So, I chose to put a little fabric sentiment that says blessed I do feel very blessed. And there's always something in the day that can make us realize we are blessed. So that is that with some of the pretty embroidered trim. It's just on some netting, and I just tied it up with this really pretty fuchsia sari silk that I thought really made a nice contrast with the roses. And then this is an altered clip that I just created to go anywhere you want, actually, in the journal, but I thought it would be pretty there. And then this is the inside, and these are pockets, but I didn't realize I sewed this burlap rose on, and I forgot it would then cause the pocket to not go all the way down because it's stitched, but you still have pockets on each side, so you can put something here and here, just not all the way down the middle. Oh, I think I have a little tag here I can show you. So yeah, you can fit something on each side. And then on this side, I just found this page in one of my actual journals that says this journal belongs to, so I kind of robbed the page and used it here, and it serves as a pocket. So there's more of the paper. And then this is a card that was gifted to me from the lovely Jeannie Dreamer, and I just loved it, first of all because it's green and it has the leaf scrapbook paper that's so pretty, and then she put one of these stamps. I forgot who she said gifted that to her, but it's just so pretty. So I altered it, and underneath, because I wanted to remember it was from Jeannie, I just left the love and hugs from Jeannie Dreamer and put that pretty little bird flip there because Jeannie really likes birds. So this will remind me of Jeannie, or anyone else in our crafting community that may get it and know who she is. It'll be special. And that just slips down in there. And then the next page, in Eclectic, I also put some stickers, rose stickers. This is covering my stitching from the rose that I stitched onto the front. I guess maybe you didn't need to know that, but oh well. And then I have a little dangle here that's attached to the handle. And then a couple little ribbon roses. And then this next page, this is with the flap of the brown bag, but I just glued it down. And I put a belly band of sorts. It just goes in a diagonal here with more of the rickracky burlap trim. And then this was a tag that I made a while ago when I was at Mom's making a bunch of collage tags. And that's from the Edith Holden book. And there's music paper and doily and ribbon, and it's mounted on tea-dyed paper. So I found a use for that tag in here. These are just two little cutouts from my scrapbook paper book. And the next page has one of my favorite scripture verses. It's in a different version, so it reads a little differently. Let me put my glasses on so I can see. But it says, "May you have the power to understand, as all God's people should, how wide, how long, how high, and how deep his love is." Ephesians 3:18. And that's the NLT, but I don't know what that translation is. Excuse me. But I absolutely love that, because when we can really grasp how much God loves us, you just have a different way of going about life. So I hope you know that too. Anyway, this is a tea-dyed piece of stationery, and I just love that color of the paper. And I had a leftover piece from my Valentine hearts, so I stuck that little fabric sentiment there. And then this is a corner pocket, and I have a pretty tea-dyed card with a little satin ribbon rose. I ordered these from a lady on Etsy. I had no idea that, not Etsy, eBay. I had no idea that she made them by hand, but they're really pretty, very delicate. There was just 6 of them, but came in this cute, teeny little envelope. And then I had a snippet roll that was a paper snippet roll, and I actually cut some of my snippet roll and used it for a little journaling tag. Sometimes I make things and I'm never sure if I'm going to use them, but I've started using some of my handmade embellishments, so that's been fun. And then this is the back of the tea-dyed stationery with that really pretty golden color, and it's really nice stationery, so it feels good. And then just a little French emblem of sorts, a little embellishment, and you can flip it up and journal underneath. And I stuck it down with some vintage lace. And this is vellum with some more of the little French advertising. I think these are all advertising perfumes and pretty smell good water. And it just flips over. I stitched it on to some tea-dyed paper, and I stamped some fleur-de-lis on the side. And then I also had this fleur-de-lis paper punch, so I made a border for the edge of that. And then this page is really bright and pretty. This is just a journaling card that came with one of my scrapbook papers, so I sewed that on, and then I trimmed it with rickrack at the top. This is a note from the lovely Ruby, just like the card from Jeannie. I just thought it was so pretty, and she's the one who gifted me the sari silk, and it was on the card she gave me. So I folded it over and used it as ephemera for my journal, and added a little bit of lace trim here to kind of complement the scrapbook paper, which was from that gorgeous pad of paper called Gypsy. It's by Craft Consortium or Comporium. Anyway, you can find it on Amazon. And then inside, I just used some tea-dyed paper there so that you can journal. And flipped it over so it'll tuck in there. And I think Ruby even put these in her Happy Mail a while ago, so I love that. It just says Ruby to me. A little pop of bling and pink. So the next page is a little more vintage. I have some of this advertising paper from a brown paper bag, and then if you can see that up top there is some rayon seam binding. It's a really soft pink, so I added this dress form paper on top just for a little layering, and then this flips up to just some nice tea-dyed paper to journal on. And there's another piece of that burlap and pink lace trim. And then this page, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've tried 2 things that I haven't been able to, I don't know, to take the patience to do, I guess, which is adding more dangles and adding a few stamps, or stamping. So anyway, this is a nice vintage paper doily. And these are some, I think these are Prima journaling cards. I had a little stack of journaling cards, so I stuck them under my little dangle here, which is a black flower, which I really don't use black very much, but I just wanted to be real have a lot of variety in colors and embellishments. And so then there's a little French saying, and stitch that on the corner and put some pretty trim on the edge. And then on the other side, again, very whimsical and unexpected, I have some yellow glittery paper. This came out of a gardener's book called The Frampton Flora. My sweet friend Angie Paisley did a whole video on books to cut out botanicals, and so I think I ordered almost every book she mentioned. They were all gorgeous inside. And then there is the other side of the paper clip. So this is an altered paper clip. On one side is the black bead, and on the other side is my yellow one. Let's see if I can get this back on. I hope I'm not boring you. I'm just having fun showing you how much fun I had. And this is probably one of my favorite pages just because it's unexpected with the yellow and the bling. And then these were just some real flowers that were pressed, and they were sold like stickers. And it says innocent, simple, and pure in thought. I like that. And then this is actually the packaging that stickers peel off of, and of course I just love that sound. So I used it as a flip, and I just trimmed it with some lace. And then this side I snuck in some of the cardboard because it was in the box of scraps when I was making my Valentine hearts. And so I turned it into a journal page with this sticker and the little saying that says journey. I put that there because, first of all, I love taking journeys, and I think butterflies go on journeys. You know, they fly all around. They're kind of little journeying bugs. And then I really love these paper daisies with just the green bling in the center, and of course I snuck a little gingham in there. It shows up more on the other side. There was my first attempt at this pretty stamp. It didn't go so well, but such as it is, it's on there now. And this is more of the little gingham, you know, snippet. This is a pocket. Let me see here. I can show you. So it's just some tea-dyed floral fabric. It was a swatch from, you know how in a wallpaper book they have the wallpaper and then they have the upholstery. This was a piece of that. Excuse me. And then I just trimmed it with some lace on the edge. And the next page just kind of has a loaded pocket here. This is like a library card pocket, and I distressed it around the edges, and then I did a little collage layering. Let me take these out. So you can see this is some music note fabric, and this is another piece from my paper snippet roll. And of course I love nature, mushrooms and forest kind of things, and so that's like a woodland theme. And it says capture the joy. This book page came from a really old children's Shakespeare book. And then I had some tags that I distressed and added a little bit of washi and tea-dyed paper. This is special. It's a stick that was made with a vintage lady, and it was made by Lynn from Lynn Yvonne's too. And I just love her channel, by the way. I never knew what floss tube was, but I started watching her floss tube videos, and I love to hear her talk about her creations. But she sent me this in the challenge entry a while ago, and I've always held on to it. But she also sent me a pen, And I didn't want to put the pin in this journal, so I took the inside of another pin and washi taped it to the back of the stick she made for me, and added a little satin ribbon rose, and I added a little bit of lace because I was trimming off the extra washi tape and I accidentally cut the stick, which would have made it have splinters. Not that you need to know all of this, I'm just so chatty, aren't I? So anyway, I wrapped a little lace around it to keep it from causing splinters. Let me show it to you better. I just think it's so pretty. And it writes. See? So that's really cool. It sticks down in here. And then just another little journaling tag that goes in there. And then there's this page with just some tattered doily, a little wooden button that has the Eiffel Tower and roses on it. This is another altered clothespin, and it's just seam binding and eyelash trim on each side so that it will show up on each side. And then there's some washi and the fleur-de-lis. I was a little more successful that time with my stamping, and it flips over. Oh, I love this. I put these little gingham bobblies on here. Oops, I didn't mean to. Maybe I did mean to do that. Yeah, I did. So anyway, I think those are fun. And a little unexpected. I think that's what I wanted in this journal, just not to be so predictable with what would be on each page. And then this is a stationary journaling page that you can move around, and it's tea dyed with 2 different types of paper, and it fits under this clip. And then this page, it's interesting how the camera isn't showing that this pink is pretty much exactly the same as this pink, but this is looking more orange. Maybe it won't in the final video, I don't know. But anyway, I have some really pretty border here. I had bought a whole pack of these K & Company paper borders, and every now and then I find a use for them. So these are some of the paper flowers, and I just glued them top and bottom. I think if there's any theme going on here, it's more of a flower theme. And then this is the other piece of that packaging that makes that crinkling noise that I love, and I just mounted another one of those. These are real flowers. I think they're so pretty. And so it just flips over, and a lot of space for journaling. Excuse me. I need another drink. And then there's this page. And I love this little verse. It says, "Oh God, give me grace for this day, not for a lifetime, not for next week, nor for tomorrow, just for this day." And it's by Marjorie Holmes. And then I just flipped the border over and let it continue on this page, and then I added a satin flower there and some more eyelash trim there. It's got a little bit of sparkle in it. And then I love adding paper doilies to my journals. This one I just put lace at the bottom because it was just cut straight and it needed something to look a little more finished. But it's just tea dyed paper doily, and I like that you can journal on some of it. And then this is just a lace pocket, and I've got a couple tags here. This one is from a book all about vintage flowers, and this is rose, and it tells you what each rose color stands for. I thought it was funny that one of these says, let me get my glasses again. It says that yellow is decrease of love and infidelity. I'm like, oh no, I hope nobody gets yellow roses. I don't think that's really what it means, but it was interesting. A cabbage rose is ambassador of love. I had cabbage roses in my wedding. And a milk rose is how do you say that? Capricious beauty. Capricious, anyway. And a single rose is, I'm reading upside down, simplicity. There we go. And a white rose is purity and spiritual love. Huh. Anyway, since I have a lot of roses going on in this journal, I thought this would be a good tag. And then it's just mounted on tea-dyed paper with a little embellishment. And then again, this is, it got folded, tracing paper. And this is another one of the botanicals. I think this was from something of a garden. It wasn't the Edwardian one. Anyway, I thought it was really pretty. It's got nice watercolor look to it. And it is a little interesting to just tear directly out of the book, but I know we're not supposed to copy them, so that's that one. And it fits down in this lace pocket. And I just again continued it over to this page and left a lot of space for journaling. And then this is just a snippet of more of this sari silk and a little card for journaling. And then this was just inside of a little wallet size picture frame. And so I used it for this. And then some more of the fleur-de-lis paper trim. And a slightly better successful stamp here. And what I realized is these are supposed to be like gems, like some type of jewelry piece. So I stamped that page, put a little pretty washi there. I think I'm at the end already. We'll go on. There's the back page, and this is a little booklet for journaling. And it says dreams. Some green paper roses and a little seam binding bow. And it fits in there. So I think I showed you everything. Let me go through it again. And my tag. And that's everything. So I just had the best time creating this. I've really not gotten to craft as much as I had hoped I would, so it was a treat to get to spend as much time doing this as I did. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing it, and I hope you'll leave me a comment and come back to visit me again. And again, I will look forward to watching your videos. There's the corrugated one, the loaded pocket one, and fun little gingham bobbly things, and my movable one, and a little flip, and paper doily. Yep, I think I showed you everything. So that's it. It's just one signature, but quite loaded. And it just ties up like this. So tomorrow is Sunday. We will go to worship. And then I'm going to zoom home and see if anybody has new videos up for me to watch. I will look forward to it. So happy crafting, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.